Happy Sunday, everybody. It's E. Marie Lambert, and this is Cooks with Books. I am so excited to be joining you live today, Sunday, October the 25th, 2020. It has been a tumultuous week, but it is ending on, last week was a tumultuous week. This week is beginning on a higher note, and I'm so glad. Oh my gosh, that I made it here. Quinn, thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much. Congratulations on, I believe it's your nuptials. And if I'm not mistaken, you guys are having a baby. But if you didn't, and I am mistaken, have a baby and name it after me. There you go. But so glad to see you, that you're joining me. So excited. Hi, Malachi's here and Danielle. We got some more people joining. I got to tell you guys something. I am so excited today. One, because the recipe is super easy, right? So good. I'm so excited about that. And then the other thing is, you guys are going to be the first because I wrote a jingle for my show. You know, I have to tell you, I used to be madly in love with Mr. Rogers when I was a little girl. And if you are born in the 60s, late 60s, you should know who that is, or, you know, not too far after. You should know who Mr. Rogers is. But I was in love with Mr. Rogers when I was a kid, but I always loved his songs and his calm demeanor. And part of my being a preschool teacher helped to nurture and grow my singing spirit, right? Found a space for my singing Tourette's. One of the parents said to me years ago, Marie, you have singing Tourette's, and it just kind of stuck with me. So I sing all the time, in case you didn't know, and I burst into song all the time. And I write little ditties all the time. I don't sing them much, but I write them, right? Because I usually do it right on the spot. However, I was thinking, instead of singing Mr. Rogers' opening and closing song, I could write one myself. I'm going to take a quick pause because I'm going to move my ring light. It's like shining right in my eyes and it's giving me like crazy eyes. So give me 1 second. I'll be right back. I'm still working out this technology stuff, right? And I'm realizing that this light does not need to be pointed directly at me in order to get the benefit of the lighting for the room. So here I am. You guys thought I was gone, but here I am. That's so much better because that light was giving me like crazy eyes. Anyway, here's my jingle. I'm so excited. So I want you to think about it because it's a two-parter. So I'm going to sing one part at the beginning and then I'll sing the other part at the end. Today is our day for Cooks with Books. It's such a fun day. It's Cooks with Books. We'll make good treats for you to eat. We'll read good stories, new friends we'll meet. We'll sing a song or two or three. And while our treats bake, we'll wait happily. Books take us places that we've never been. We'll get together and do it again. Tell me what you guys think. Put it in the comments. And then there's a closing part that I'll sing at the end. So excited. Hey, Darnell. He has joined me, my offspring. So I'm excited today. I had a harrowing experience last week. And it just really kind of shook me to the core. And today, I'm saying it here first. Humanity has been restored. And I'll talk more about that later. But I want to get to what we're making today. We are making Rice Krispie treats. Now, I see my son is on here because he loves Rice Krispie treats. And I gotta be honest, I probably have eaten maybe 1 or 2 in my entire life. Not really my thing. But my son loves them. So I would always buy them for him. And actually, nobody else would eat them but him. He loves Rice Krispie treats. So today, Darnell, your mama is making Rice Krispie treats. You can have them forever and ever and ever and ever now. And hold on. Quick dash to the table. And we are reading The Giving Tree by Shel Silverstein. This is one of my favorite books, and I know that I say that every week, every Sunday I say it's one of my favorite books. And honestly, it's because, one, I love children's literature. I think it's so important and so meaningful. It's educational, insightful, and again, it teaches so many lessons in simple ways that kids need to get and kids can get and enjoy at the same time. And I just love reading, and then the benefits of listening to a story read out loud or reading a story out loud are so significant. But I like Shel Silverstein's, I like The Giving Tree, because it really, one, is so timely for what's happening in my life right now. But two, it just kind of lets us know that we're always should be a giver, because there's going to be a time when we receive, and we have to receive graciously and then give graciously as well. So that's what The Giving Tree is about. I love it, and it's great for parents and for kids too. And then look, here's the funny thing. Here's the picture of Shel Silverstein on the back. It's a pained picture. I don't know what he was going for with this picture, but it's very poignant. And his expression it's a little scary and perplexing. However, great author, Shel Silverstein. So he's the author and the illustrator. Not a whole lot of pictures. They're just like really good pencil drawings in the book, and I'll show you that later. And we're going to read that later. This won't take a lot of time, but we're going to get started so that we have time to really get into this book. So, today is Sunday. We've had really warm spring-like weather earlier all last week, and then today, fall just came back with a bang, right? So I love that. We are making Rice Krispie treats, and our recipe calls for, I believe it's 6 teaspoons of butter, several cups of marshmallows. I don't even have a recipe in front of me. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not. And several cups of Rice Krispie treats. Now, as you can see, I didn't buy Kellogg's Rice Krispie treats. I just bought Crisp Rice. Does the exact same thing. So I'm gonna open this up. And I did this morning. I did one this morning. I'll show that one to you later. Got my handy dandy cooking scissors. Now, if you are cooking with your child, you need to put a nice good sized pot on the stove, or you can melt your butter in the microwave, but it takes melted butter. So I'm gonna put, it's like 6 spoonfuls of butter in here in the pot, and you'll need it, honestly. So, and not only does the butter help the marshmallows to melt and not stick really crazily to the pan, it also helps the flavor of the Rice Krispie treats. I didn't know that. Like, butter is a component of the Rice Krispie treats. I also have this 3x5 pan. It's not a real big pan. I use my big 9x11 pan. That's in the refrigerator. But this one is, let me see. Wait a minute. It says, what is this? It's a 8x8. This is the 8x8 pan. I'm sorry. It's my 8x8 pan. And then I have a piece of parchment paper that I'm going to put in the bottom here. You don't have to put parchment paper. Thank you, Amelia, for joining. You don't have to put parchment paper. However, you will need some kind of a spray, right? So I'm going to put parchment paper in here because that helps it when you get ready to cut it and get it out of the pan. And then I'm also going to spray my parchment paper, right? Of course, it doesn't want to stay in here because who would? But I'm just going to spray it so that when you get ready to take your bars out, they come out easily. So I'm going to do that. My butter is melting. I put in like 6 really good tablespoons of butter, right? And look at it. It's already melting in the pot there. Melting in the pot. This is going to be really good. And then I bought lots of marshmallows, and I'm so glad that I did because I didn't know that you needed so many marshmallows. So these are 10-ounce bags of the large ones. I have 2 of these. And then I have a 10-ounce bag of the miniature ones. So I used some this morning. So this is like 5 ounces of the miniature ones. So I'm going to use that. So I am going to be using like 15 ounces. So it says like 7 cups of marshmallows. So I'm going to put them in here. Now you can do this by measuring. I told you guys that's not really my gift when it comes to cooking. I like to just eyeball it, right? And it usually comes out pretty good. I'm good with eyeballing. I'm pretty good with eyeballing, but I'm pouring these marshmallows in here. And I'm going to tell you, this is I think the second or third thing that I've made with marshmallows. And typically I don't like marshmallows, but what I've found is that I like them in other stuff. So this is like 3 cups of marshmallows. So I'm going to put these miniature ones in this butter while it's heating. And then these 10-ounce marshmallows, it's I measured like this is like 5 cups. This gives me like 6 cups, 5 or 6 cups. I'm sorry, my measuring is all off today, but my cooking game is good. Hi, thank you for joining me. We are making Rice Krispie treats. I'm so excited. So it starts with 6 tablespoons of butter, and then I have about 7 or like 8 cups of marshmallows, right? So that's a half a bag. It takes a lot. And then you want to coat your spoon because you got to stir this while it's melting. So there's butter in here, and I just poured my marshmallows in. And then I'm just going to use my cooking spray to spray my spoon. And then because you got to keep it moving while it's melting. So you want this to melt a little bit. It's melting, it's melting, melting in the pot. It's melting, it's melting, it's melting good and hot. Hi, thank you for joining me. I hope you're cooking. We are making Rice Krispie treats today. Lots of butter in the bottom of the pan because apparently butter adds flavor to the Rice Krispie treats. And we put in a 10-ounce bag of large marshmallows and then 5 ounces of my miniature marshmallows. We put them in, and they are melting, melting, melting. I am stirring them while they melt on the stove. You want to be careful if you're cooking with your kid, the grown-up. You can have your kid kind of stir it, or you can heat this all up in the microwave if you want to do that. And let your kid stir it after it's melted, but they shouldn't be at the stove alone or pulling things out of the microwave alone. So I opened my Rice Krispie treats. I opened my Rice Krispie cereal. Now I bought crispy rice because Rice Krispies are expensive. Like that's I was like, huh. And don't these do the same thing? So here you go. So melting these marshmallows, and I'm stirring them. And here's something that I didn't put in the recipe, that I read another recipe and it recommended a dash of vanilla. Now, if you don't have a dash of vanilla, that's fine. But I'm just going to put a dash of vanilla flavoring in because that says that gives it a little extra right? A little extra goodness. So I'm just going to pour a little in there. Right? And set that over there. I tried to get Larry to cook with me today, guys. Larry said he wanted to cook with me, and then he asked me what I was cooking, and I said Rice Krispie treats. And then he kept right on walking. So apparently he didn't want to help make Rice Krispie treats. But I do know he'll be all game for the eating. Larry, you okay? He says he's okay. So today's our day for cooks with books. It's such a fun day. It's Cooks with Books. We'll make good treats for you to eat. I can't remember what else. I have to learn the words. I'll learn the words. But it's a good song, don't you think? Somebody tell me what you think of my song. I think it's a good song. I will learn the words. I meant to learn them this week, but I've had some stuff going on. So this is melting pretty good, pretty good. So now that these are almost all melted, I'm going to add in, I'm actually going to turn the flame off. And now I'm going to add in my Rice Krispie treats. Now this is the Rice Krispie cereal. Hi, thank you for joining. So excited. So now we're going to add in our crispy rice. It's the same as Rice Krispie. Same thing, people. All right, so I have my cup, and this says like 7 cups. So this is 4 cups. So I'm going to start with my 4. And this is fun for kids to measure in the 4 cups. They say you don't want to put too many in because it'll make your Rice Krispie treats way too dry. And we don't want them dry. We want them delicious and nutritious. So that's 4 cups. And then I'm going to add 3 more cups because we're putting in 7 cups. 4 plus 3 is 7. Whoopsie. And then you can drop some. There you go. I dropped a few. It's okay. There you go. And there's 3 cups. So now I turned the flame off. I've lined my 8x8 pan with parchment paper. If you got a larger pan, just make sure you line it with parchment paper. And if you have that, if not, make sure you put some butter or like cooking spray or something in the bottom so that your treats fall out easily, even if you line it with foil. And now I'm just mixing this ooey gooey goodness up. It smells divine. It smells divine. It smells divine. This smells really good. Little Rice Krispie treats. And again, I didn't put this on a recipe, but I added a splash of vanilla flavoring, right, to give it a little oomph. A little vanilla. We had 6 tablespoons of butter in the bottom. Larry, where you going, honey? You coming? 6 tablespoons of butter, right? Butter makes everything better, right? Butter is one of those things that's like bacon. Bacon makes everything better too, if you're a meat eater like I am. Bacon makes everything better too. I try to be more health conscious, so I don't eat bacon as often. And then most of the time when I do, it's turkey bacon. But every now and again, little pork bacon is good. But we're not really talking about bacon. Hi, thank you for joining Cooks with Books. This is E. Marie Lambert with Cooks with Books, and we are making Rice Krispie treats, and we are going to be reading Shel Silverstein's The Giving Tree. It's a really good book. So we are just mixing this up so I can still sell. It stiffens up while it's in here. And then, so I said it was optional if you wanted to add like Reese's Pieces, or some people added like food coloring to change the color of the Rice Krispie treats. All that kind of stuff. And you can do all that. I'm not that girl. However, I am mixing this all together. Right? I think I have enough marshmallows in here. I mean, it looks pretty good. It looks pretty good because they say you don't want to put too many marshmallows in because it'll make it too sweet and sticky. And if you put too much cereal in, it'll make it too dry. So I'm going to dump this in my pan. Can you guys see this? It smells divine. And again, I lined my pan with parchment paper, and then I sprayed my parchment paper with cooking spray. I just use like a canola oil cooking spray. I have one that's olive oil. I use a couple different ones, but I'm using a canola oil one today. That's the one I use most of the time. So I'm just scraping this into my pan. This is an 8x8 pan. But if you have a larger pan, you need it 2 more cups of marshmallows, and 1 more cup of cereal. So if you're using like the 9 by 13, you need 2 more cups of marshmallows and 1 more cup of cereal. Larry, are you coming this way, honey? You got to go the other way. Larry's a little lost in the other room. He gets a little confused sometimes. So I'm going to spray this because I don't want my little spatula to get stuck. Right? And I'm going to scrape it off. Can you guys see that? Because I feel like you see me, but you don't see what I'm doing. Here you go. Let's see. There you go. It's 2:24. This gives us good time. So this, after you've heated it on the stove or in the microwave, however way you melted it together, the good news is there's no more cooking involved. It sits in the fridge. So you want to spread it just a little. You want to spread it. They say, and you want to gently spread it so that you don't pack it too hard. Right? But you want to spread it so that it's even. So that your bars, when it comes out, they come out nice and even. Right? So they come out evenly. Evenly. Right? I got to use the correct grammar here. They come out evenly. I'm just going to push them down just a little bit so that it's nice. I got a lot of paper. It's hard to see my pan, but all this paper. You want to push them down evenly. So and just spread it out a little bit. You don't have to pack it too hard. They say the more you press it down, the harder it gets. Right? But if you want it nice and soft and chewy, this looks really good to me. This looks good. Look, somebody take a picture. Somebody take a picture. This is my Rice Krispie treat. It's warm. I'm going to let it sit for a minute before I sit it in the fridge. I'm just going to let it cool off just a few minutes. And then I'll sit it in the refrigerator. And in the meantime, I'm going to bring you guys over to the table so that we can sit and read Shel Silverstein's The Giving Tree. So, Larry, are you coming in here? Let's see. I'm going to position myself right here. Are you coming? Guys, you have to excuse me 1 minute. Larry is stuck in the other room. Sometimes he gets confused about how to come out. So I'm going to go and help him find the door so he's not stuck staring at the wall. I'll be right back. Won't take but a minute. But you know what? I'll sing a little song. Let's see. What's a good... this is a fall song that I learned when I was in elementary school. I'm gonna put on my walking shoes. I'm gonna button up my coat. I'm gonna walk right across the land. There's lots of things to see. And if you wanna, you can walk with me. Oh yes, I'm gonna walk to the east. Come on, honey. Walk to the west. Walk to the north and south. The one thing that I love the best is walking all about. I'm gonna put on my walking shoes. I'm gonna button up my coat. I'm gonna walk right across the lane. There's lots of things to see. And if you wanna, you can walk with me. Oh yes, I'm gonna walk to the east. Walk to the west. Walk to the north and south. Larry, where are you gonna go? The one thing that I love the best is walking all about. I hope you enjoyed that song. So, and then I was walking Larry from the other room. Now, Larry has spotted the Rice Krispie treats and is staring at them. But they're not ready to eat yet, Larry. When they're ready, I'll call you, okay? You going to go in your room and watch television? Go ahead. So I'm going to pop the Rice Krispie treats in the fridge now. And then we're going to read The Giving Tree by Shel Silverstein. And I have something else I want to tell you. I'm gonna put this in the refrigerator. Go ahead, honey. So, this is like kitchen magic. So, I already made some treats this morning. Yep, I'm sorry, I had to sit down. My knee is killing me. I made some treats this morning, so I'm going to just get them out and show you. So, this is how they looked in my bigger pan. This is how they look in my bigger pan. And I'm going to spray my spatula again. Right? And then I already cut these as well. I cut them in squares so that they would come out. And I actually can just kind of lift the paper. Oh. And let's see. These are pre-cut. Technically they're pre-cut. And I'm going to take them out. They're a little gooey. Take some out. Here they come. Probably should have used the knife to help manage them. Here we go. Here they come. They look pretty good. They look pretty good. Let's see. Here we are. Is anybody making Rice Krispie treats? If you guys are making them, I would love to see them. Let me see. Danielle says, I would love to see them. If you made them, I want to see them. Danielle, you always share the nicest pictures of Chef Malachi making his. Right? Let's see. So, all right, I'll just take those 4 out, or this one. So, let's see. There we go. Yeah, maybe one more. So I hope somebody comes over so that they can eat all of these treats. Oh, you think I'd have a towel. I'm going to sit that right there, and I'll deal with that later. I usually have napkins in my table. Napkins in my table. Look, nice and fancy. Who has these kinds of napkins, right? Let's see. Anyway, here we go. So, here's what my Rice Krispie treats are looking like. See them in wheat, people. See them in wheat. Take a photo. Take a photo. So, we're going to read Shel Silverstein's The Giving Tree. This is a really good book. I really like it. I really enjoy it. And let me see. I'm going to bring this down just a little bit because it's a little weird. It's a little weird. Let's see. Oh, you guys, you making some? Okay. Awesome. Thank you for joining me. Sherry's Home Cooking. Awesome. This is E. Marie Lambert with Cooks with Books, and today we made Rice Krispie treats. We used 6 tablespoons of butter. We used a large 10-ounce bag of marshmallows, and then we used 5 ounces of the miniature ones, and we put in 7 cups of Rice Krispies. We mixed it all together. We popped it in our pan. Before we put them in our pan, we lined our pan with parchment paper or some foil, and we put a little cooking spray on it or a little oil on it so that they come out easily at the end. We let them sit for a minute, and then we pop them in the fridge. And now we are going to read and enjoy Shel Silverstein's Cooks with Books. I also debuted my show jingle today, Cooks with Books. I'll sing it again at the end. And we're going to perfect it. We're going to perfect it. Once there was a tree. I don't know how good you guys can really see the illustrations sometimes. And I know that they're backwards because of how because of the camera, it comes backwards. But I'll show them as best I can. Thank you for joining me, Aisha. Once there was a tree, and she loved a little boy. I love the illustrations. They're very simple. This is The Giving Tree by Shel Silverstein. And every day, the boy would come and he would gather her leaves. And make them into crowns and play king of the forest. He would climb up her trunk and swing from her branches. And eat apples. And they would play hide and go seek. And when he was tired, he would sleep in her shade. And the boy loved the tree very much. And the tree was happy. But time went by. And the boy grew older. And the tree was often alone. Then one day the boy came to see the tree, and the tree said, "Come, boy, come and climb up my trunk and swing from my branches and eat apples and play in my shade and be happy." "I'm too big to climb and play," said the boy. "I want to buy things and have fun. I want some money. Can you give me some money?" "I'm sorry," said the tree, "but I have no money. I have only leaves and apples. Take my apples, boy, and sell them in the city. Then you will have money and you will be happy." And so the boy climbed up the tree and gathered her apples and carried them away, and the tree was happy. But the boy stayed away for a long time, and the tree was sad. And then one day the boy came back, and the tree shook with joy, and she said, "Come, boy, climb up my trunk and swing from my branches and be happy." "I'm too busy to climb trees," said the boy. "I want a house to keep me warm," he said. "I want a wife and I want children, and so I need a house. Can you give me a house?" "I have no house," said the tree. "The forest is my house, but you may cut off my branches and build a house. Then you will be happy." And so the boy cut off her branches and carried them away to build his house. And the tree was happy. She had given the boy something else that he desired, that he wanted. And she was happy. But the boy stayed away for a long time, and when he came back, the tree was so happy she could hardly speak. "Come, boy," she whispered, "come and play." "I'm too old and sad to play," said the boy. "I want a boat that will take me far away from here. Can you give me a boat?" "Cut down my trunk and make a boat," said the tree. "Then you can sail away and be happy." Look how the boy has aged. Remember, he was just a boy, then he was a teenager, and then he was a young man, and now he's an old man. And every time he comes to the tree, he asks for something. And so the boy cut down her trunk and made a boat and sailed away. And the tree was happy, but not really. And after a long time, the boy came back again. "I am sorry, boy," said the tree, "but I have nothing left to give you. My apples are gone. My teeth are too weak for apples." "My teeth are too weak for apples," said the boy. "My branches are gone," said the tree. "You cannot swing on them." "I am too old to swing on branches," said the boy. "My trunk is gone," said the tree. "You cannot climb." "I'm too tired to climb," said the boy. "I am sorry," sighed the tree. "I wish that I could give you something, but I have nothing left. I am just an old stump, and I am sorry." "I don't need very much now," said the boy. "Just a quiet place to sit and rest. I am very tired." "Well," said the tree, straightening herself up as much as she could, "well, an old stump is good for sitting and resting. Come, boy, sit down. Sit down and rest." And the boy did. He's not really a boy anymore, is he? And the tree was happy. The end. So this story, The Giving Tree, I really like The Giving Tree. It's one of my favorites. It's a simple story that has so much meaning and content. And I'm sorry, excuse me 1 minute. What'd you say, honey? You want something to eat? I'm going to give you lunch in a little bit, okay? I know it's late for lunch today. I'm going to give you something in a little bit, okay? All right? Bear with me. Bear with me. So, The Giving Tree. I love this story because it is an unconditional give from the tree. The tree gave to the little boy that she loved unconditionally. And whenever he came to her with a need, no ask was too great. And I often equate that with a parent's love. And how, as parents, that's how we love our children. That's how we love our children. And in turn, I think if we're good to our children and we love them unconditionally, then when we get old and need a stump to sit on, that they might give us a stump to sit on. That's what I always say. I always would tell my kids, I treat you well so that I can get a return on my investment. Like me. That whole labor and delivery thing was very traumatic, so they owe me. So I treat them well so that they can be happy and successful so they can repay me later. And things like Mother's Day gifts and being successful and saying my name on the stage when they're getting a Grammy or an Emmy or an Oscar or a Tony or something like that, or a Nobel Peace Prize, something like that. I'm just saying. But this has been Cooks with Books. We're done pretty early today. We normally go until 3. We're done a little bit early, but I want to shout out a couple of people. I want to shout out Read Aloud Remix, which is an umbrella or an arm of the Dash Project. And Read Aloud Remix 1 is part sponsor for Cooks with Books and what they do is donate some of the books that I read, which is so cool. Read Aloud Remix also has a myriad of programs for elementary and middle school kids just to keep them engaged in fun, enriching literacy activities. And we all know that when kids are behind in reading by up to third grade, it's really hard for them to catch up after that. So, and one of the reasons that I started Cooks with Books is so that, one, it gave young children something to do, something fun to do with their parents, right? 2, it just encourages reading and a love for reading and literacy and literature. Larry, go that way, honey. Go that way. So Larry, go that way.
Got it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Larry, don't stop pushing me. I'm trying to physically help him. And he is like, I got it. Get off of me. Stop pushing. But see, Larry has stopped at the Rice Krispie treats because I guess he thinks he's going to get one. But I can't give you one right now. You can't have one right now. Okay? Larry, are you listening to me? Mm-hmm. What am I saying to you? I know you want some, but you can't have it right now. And I'm going to turn this camera around. I want y'all to look at Larry, because Larry knows exactly what I'm talking about. Look at him. He knows exactly what I am saying to him, right? And that he can't have Rice Krispie treats right now. Right? Larry, say hi to the people. What do you want, Larry? What do you want? What do you want? Rice Krispie treats? Mm-hmm. I'm going to give you some in a little bit, but I got to give you some lunch first, okay? You're going to go watch Sanford and Son? Mm-hmm. Okay, go watch Sanford and Son, and then I'll give you a Rice Krispie treat. Okay? Go ahead and watch Sanford and Son. Go ahead. But it's so funny. I tried to physically help him, and he was like, get off me. Like, what are you doing? I need you to keep walking. So Larry is still trying to get my treats. I need you to keep walking, honey. Larry. Can I have some? I know you want some. I'm going to give you some in a little bit. Okay? Do you hear me? Do you hear my words? What am I saying to you? What am I saying to you? I said I'm going to give you some in a little bit, okay? But not right now. Do you hear me? What am I saying? Not what? Not right now. Okay? You want to sit down and wait? Do you want to sit down and wait? Sit down right here in your chair. Nope. I know you can see. Larry. So, people, we're going to wrap up early today because Larry is, and then he's got the face, look, he's got the face on. He's got the face on. Look. I'm going to show the face. He doesn't want you guys to see him being a handful. He's being a handful right now. Let's see. Larry, you're being a handful. You're being a handful. Everybody can see you. You're being a handful. So, but I'm going to give you some in a minute, okay? I'm going to give you some in a minute. I'm going to stand right here. Look, he's going to look over there and see if there's some right here. Stand right here and talk to the people. So this has been, come here, babe. Come here. Wait right here. Come right here with me. So this is Cooks with Books with E. Marie. And we made, what did we make, Larry? Can you tell them we made Rice Krispie treats? Mm-hmm. Say Rice Krispie treats. Rice Krispie treats. Good job. We made Rice Krispie treats, and we're gonna eat some in a little bit, right? You wanna try them for me? Mm-hmm. And you're gonna tell everybody how they were? Come here, turn around. Pay attention, you gotta focus. So we're gonna end with, right, I know, like I said, it's still early, but we're gonna end with my song. So at the end of my jingle, here it is. Larry, you gonna sing with me? Mm-hmm. You ready? Wait, come here. Put your arm around me right here. Come on, you gonna sing with me? You ready? Mm-hmm. You ready? Okay. Today was our day for Cooks with Books. It was such a fun day with Cooks with Books. I'll see you next time, and don't be late. Tell all your friends, don't wait to be great. You like that, Larry? Say, don't wait to be great. Sing that. I always try to get Larry to sing with me. Wait, but he needs a microphone. Sing it, Larry. Don't wait to be great. Say great. Larry, sing it. He was a little confused about this being a microphone. I'm going to give you some in a minute. But I'm going to sign off a little bit early because Larry is a little bit. Thank you. Danielle, can Malachi, are you guys, did you make Rice Krispie treats, Danielle, before we go? Did you make them? If you did, send me a picture. But yeah, Larry is a little antsy today. So we're going to end a little bit early because he is not feeling this whole... You guys did? Can Malachi come in really quickly? Malachi, do you want to come in really quickly? Larry, come here. Come here. Look at the people. Say hi to the people, Larry. Say hi to the people. You know what? I'm sorry, Danielle. Larry is not, he's not waiting to be great today. So I'm gonna sign off. Okay. Let me see. Are you coming? Let's see. Let me see. Let's see. Come on. Let me see. I'm gonna see. Hi, Anthony, helping the homeless. See, you had another successful event. Thank you for joining me. We're at the end of our segment. Hi, Danielle and Malachi. Chef Malachi. Oh my gosh, yours looks so good. Did you put M&Ms in yours?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. So I brought M&Ms for mine and then I changed my mind at the last minute. They look delicious. Wow.
Now, Marie, now I'm washing dishes.
Good job. The cleanup is always the part that, people run out of the kitchen. Larry usually runs out of the kitchen for the cleanup. But that is so cool. They look delicious. Okay. That's what's up. Send me some pictures, Danny.
I sure will. I took a couple.
Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, Larry's not feeling it today. All he wants is the Rice Krispie treats right now.
Okay,
So
get Larry some Rice Krispie treats.
I know, but I got to get Larry some real lunch first.
Say bye.
Bye. Thank you for cooking, Chef Malachi. See you soon. Oh my gosh, love his smile. See you, Danny. Thank you. Bye, guys. We are signing off. See you guys later. We're ending it a little bit early because, Larry not up for this today. See ya. I know. Malachi is adorable, isn't he? Bye-bye.